Welcome to our channel where we explore the fascinating world of AI-generated stories. From sci-fi adventures to horror tales, we've got it all. So, sit back, relax, and let us take you on a journey through the unknown. Today, we have a story that will send shivers down your spine. A tale of terror in the woods, a legend that has been told for generations. This is the story of Bigfoot. It was a dark and stormy night when a group of friends decided to go camping in the woods. They were excited to spend the night under the stars, telling stories and enjoying the great outdoors. Little did they know that something sinister was lurking in the shadows. As they set up camp, they noticed strange noises coming from the surrounding forest. The sounds of snapping twigs and rustling leaves made them uneasy, but they brushed it off as just the wind. However, as the night grew darker, the noises grew louder. Suddenly, they had a blood-curdling scream that echoed through the forest. It was a sound unlike anything they had ever heard before. The group huddled together in fear, wondering what could have made such a terrifying noise. That's when they saw a massive creature standing on two legs, covered in shaggy fur and staring at them with glowing red eyes. It was Bigfoot, the legendary beast of the woods. The friends tried to run, but the creature was too fast. It chased them through the woods, breathing heavily and snarling like a wild animal. They could feel its hot breath on their necks, and they knew they were in grave danger. Just when they thought all was lost, they stumbled upon an abandoned cabin in the woods. They rushed inside and barricaded the door, hoping to escape the creature's wrath. But Bigfoot was not so easily deterred. It pounded on the door, growling and scratching with its massive claws. The friends knew they had to think fast if they wanted to survive. They searched the cabin for any weapons they could find, and finally, they stumbled upon a flare gun. They loaded it up and aimed it at the door, ready to defend themselves against the creature. As Bigfoot burst through the door, the friends fired the flare gun, illuminating the creature in a bright red light. It let out a deafening roar and stumbled back, blinded by the sudden burst of light. The friends seized the opportunity and fled from the cabin, running as fast as they could through the woods. They didn't stop until they were miles away, safe from the clutches of Bigfoot. But that was not the end of their encounter with the beast. The next morning, they woke up to find that their campsite had been destroyed. Their tent was torn to shreds, and their belongings were scattered everywhere. They knew that Bigfoot was still out there, and they had to find a way to escape the woods before it was too late. They searched for a path out of the forest, but they were hopelessly lost. As the hours passed, they grew more and more desperate. They were running out of food and water, and they could feel their strength waning. Just when they had given up hope, they stumbled upon an old cabin in the woods. It was run down and abandoned, but it provided them with shelter from the elements. As they settled in for the night, they heard strange noises coming from outside. It sounded like something was scratching at the walls of the cabin. They tried to ignore it and get some sleep, but the sounds continued throughout the night. The next morning, they decided to explore the cabin and see if they could find any clues as to what had been making the strange noises. As they searched the dusty rooms, they stumbled upon an old journal. The journal belonged to a man who had been living in the cabin for years. In it, he wrote about his encounters with Bigfoot and how he had tried to track and capture the creature. The friends were shocked and scared by what they read. They knew that they had to leave the cabin and the woods as soon as possible, before they too became victims of Bigfoot's wrath. As they prepared to leave, they heard the sound of footsteps outside. They peeked through a crack in the window and saw the creature Bigfoot standing outside the cabin, staring at them with its glowing red eyes. The friends knew that they had to act fast. They grabbed their weapons and prepared to defend themselves against the beast. But before they could make a move, the creature vanished into the woods. They were left alone in the cabin, scared and unsure of what to do next. As the hours passed, they realized that they were running out of time. They had to find a way out of the woods before it was too late. Finally, they stumbled upon a path that led out of the forest. They followed it, their hearts pounding with fear and anticipation. When they finally emerged from the woods, they collapsed on the ground, exhausted and relieved to be alive. And that, my friends, is the tale of Bigfoot, a creature of legend and terror that roams the woods to this day. So, if you ever find yourself camping in the woods, remember to keep your wits about you and watch out for the beast that lurks in the shadows. That's all for today's AI-generated story. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe to our channel for more spine-tingling tales like this one.